My fiancé said, "Don't call me your future wife." I nodded. That night, I quietly removed my name from every guest list she'd made. 2 days later, she walked into lunch and froze at what waited on her chair. She said it at my kitchen table, 6 weeks before the wedding, standing at the counter pouring coffee, her scrolling her phone, not even looking up, just casual, like she was mentioning we needed eggs. "Hey, can you not call me your future wife? It sounds desperate." I set the coffee pot down. "Desperate," I said. She smiled at her phone, like you're counting down the days. "It's a lot." Then she kissed me on the cheek, grabbed her bag, and left for work. I stood there. The coffee got cold. I told myself it was nothing. Stress. 6 weeks out from the biggest day of our lives. I told myself a lot of things that morning that I spent the next 2 weeks untelling myself. I'd been with Petra for 3 years, met at a birthday party, 2 years of genuinely being the happiest I'd ever been, then an engagement that felt right because it was her, and she said yes, and I thought that was everything. The guest list was her project from week 1. A color-coded Google Drive spreadsheet, my people, her people, dietary restrictions, table assignments, 112 guests. Her side ran to about 70, mine was 42. My mother, my sister Bryn, my best friend Theo, work friends, cousins, all confirmed, most already booked hotels. That evening after she left, I opened the spreadsheet out of habit, strolled through the names, and I noticed something. None of her friends had +1s listed. Mine did. But her 10 closest friends, each had a single seat, not 2. I looked closer. 37 of her guests were coming alone. Her college roommate Deja, solo. Her work friend Portia, solo. 3 women she called her best friends in the world, all solo. I pulled up our old texts. She'd said she was keeping numbers manageable. I'd assumed everyone was keeping +1s tight, but my side had them. Couples throughout. Hers were all individuals. I went to bed and didn't sleep much. By morning I had done the thing I hate, searching for a reason to distrust someone I loved. And the reason was sitting in the spreadsheet plain as anything. You don't invite 37 of your people and drop every single partner unless you have a reason. Unless the wedding is being managed for an audience. A few days later, on a Wednesday working from home, she forgot her laptop on the kitchen table. I walked past it and the screen hadn't locked yet, and what was open was her notes app. A long note. A list. I saw maybe 6 lines before the screen went dark. The header read, "What stays?" I walked away. I sat on the couch and thought about those 2 words. What stays? Not who's invited. Not guest list. What stays? 3 days after that, the venue mailed us a welcome packet. She'd left it on the counter. I opened it. Both our names. I had every right. Inside was the final confirmed seating diagram. I found table 7. My family. My mother, Bryn, her husband. Then I looked at the room layout overall. Her 70 guests, all those solo women, arranged in a dense cluster centered on table 1, where she and I would sit. My people, Theo, my college roommate Dax, my work friends, dispersed through her section of the room. Not together. Distributed. Seeds. I photographed the diagram and put the packet back exactly as I found it. I stood in the kitchen for a long time. This was not a seating chart between 2 people becoming 1 unit. This was a performance staged for a specific audience. I called my best friend Theo that afternoon, sat in his kitchen with a beer I didn't drink and talked through all of it. The spreadsheet, the tilted phone screen I hadn't mentioned yet, the what stays note, the diagram. He listened without interrupting. When I finished, he said one thing. "What do you think she's hiding?" Not what do you think this means. What do you think she's hiding? Like the hiding was already established. I said I thought there was someone she didn't want knowing she was getting married. He asked from whom. I said I didn't know yet. He set his beer down. "Okay, what do you want to do about it?" I didn't want to accuse her of something I couldn't prove. I wanted to understand what was actually happening. Theo said he knew someone, an old college friend who did private investigation work. He could make an introduction. I said I'd think about it. I drove home and made dinner, and she talked about sparklers for the send-off, and I said maybe for a wedding it works. And she agreed, and I went to bed and thought about what I wanted. I didn't want to be right. I wanted a mundane explanation. I wanted to get married, but I was 34 years old, and the pattern was not ambiguous. I called Theo's contact the next day. What Gavin found in the first 4 days of surveillance made it impossible to keep pretending, and that's when I started making plans of my own. Full story is only on Spotify. Search Lomu Stories. It's free.